And just quickly, just to we have looked at some of the good things. Now I'm just looking at it now and I'm thinking, what would you say are the common errors to this, to being intentional, basic, both in the corporate world and in personal, living? What would you say are the common errors we tend to, inhabit? Basically, traits, characters, behaviors, or patterns, basically, that people tend to adopt when trying to live intentional lives. What are the errors you feel like we kind of take along with us?
Some people may tell themselves, oh, I don't have enough time. Well, we all have 24 hours of the day. How you choose to spend your time is important. If you choose to spend your time on social media versus working in your business, that's on you. Know where your priorities are. Another thing is
Mm,
imposter syndrome.
mm,
What about if I fail? What about if you don't? What about if you do it with your whole heart and you do it without worrying about what the next man or woman is doing, and stop trying to keep up with the Jones, but run your own race and stay focused. Another thing some people may conjure up in their mind is limiting beliefs, because they've heard things said to them over and over, and they have allowed those words to take residence in their mind. Why are you allowing
mm,
people to rent space in your mind for free? Kick those thoughts out. And I've went through a training with OIM, which is the Own It Mastermind group, and the founder is Heather Lee Chapman. And she said it's good to name your egos. So name your negative ego. So mine is negative Nancy or negative Nina. So when I hear those negative thoughts, I talk to my ego and I say, and I tell negative Nancy, sit down and shut up, because positive Patty, which is my positive
mm.
ego, is here to stay and she has something to say. So, do you need to name your egos so you could keep them in check? Because sometimes you may need to do that. Or maybe you need to read a book by Joyce Meyer called The Battlefield of the Mind, because we are always battling thoughts in our mind, whether they're good versus bad, good versus evil, negative versus positive, optimistic versus pessimistic, whatever the case may be. Sometimes you need to quiet the noise in your mind as well as around you, so you could remain true to yourself and you could be intentional. Another thing that some people may face is not having a accountability partner or not having any clarity. If you don't have an accountability partner and you don't necessarily have clarity, something to keep you in alignment or check, tap into a paid professional, a coach, whether that's a business coach, a life
Mm.
coach, a motivation coach, or if you need to go to a therapist to help you unpack some RCAs, root cause analysis, that are very deeply rooted